Okay. So feet about shoulder width. Rather than standing up, I'm going to give the weight over to the ground. And then a little extra awareness and care that we haven't collapsed. So once we relax into the ground, we kind of unfurl from the ground up. Bone on top of bone, skeletal structure is aligned vertically. So give all the weight to the ground and then nice and open. And then the mind and breath resting, settling into the bowl of the hips. Breathing in the belly, belly expands. Breathing out, the belly empties. Emphasizing the out breath, consciously letting the out breath be the releasing breath. Letting go of more tensions, physical and mental tensions on the out breath. Letting them leave with the out breath. Let the arms hang. Let the weight of the arms pull the shoulders straight down. Flowing forward with the mind. Sends the arms forward, then releasing down from the elbows. You could time it with your own breathing pace. In breath is the rising, out breath is the sinking. It's more of a flow outward than up, flowing forward and out, and that will open the shoulder joints and eventually the rest of the joints in the arms, actually. And just a settling down from the elbows. You could think of breathing in, the abdomen expands, the ribs expand. You could think of that actually as initiating the arms moving away from the body. Expanding of the ribs and torso buoys the arms forward rather than your shoulders doing it. And then breathing out, the ribs come back in, the torso comes back in, and that pulls the elbows down. So taking the work completely out of the arms. And then a little wider, toes out, knees out, shifting the weight, turning the hips. Still hanging vertically, so we're not leaning at all. And hip turn and the weight shift is the only reason why the arms appear to be moving. Again, those shoulders are sitting completely. Let the lower back virtually flat. Having the lower back up and tight. It's easy to strain the hips and lower back, and everything is locked up when we do that. So it's hanging, but that takes leg strength to be able to really hang the hips and hang the tailbone. So we need to build up that leg strength, and doing lots of slow Tai Chi will do that. Bending the knees a bit more will do that. And if we do a little bit of toy use, so basic stance, it's called the bow stance, as in a bow and arrow. 45 degrees between the feet. Arms are up and out, but not up. So again, shoulders are sitting, elbows are always pointing towards the ground.
And they're just coming to the center line, right?
Yeah, so if I come here and stop, it's right at my center line,
Okay.
right below my belly button. So the optical illusion is people always tend to want to do this. And it's because it looks like we're doing that, because when you see the intermediates and advanced people, they're doing a big hip turn. So their center line is moving to the side because they're turning the hips. So that's why the arms appear to be moving, but they're actually not deviating from the center line. So I'm just doing this.
Okay.
But because the hip turns when we go back, hip turns when we go forward, that gives the idea that the arms are moving somewhere, but they're not actually moving away or coming back. They're not coming back. They're staying
Okay.
right in front of center line. But the hip turns back as I come back, hip turns square as I go forward. But it comes down right to be right in front of the center line. And let's do a few on the other side. Take a moment to hang out, release down, release the abdomen before you start moving. That way we start a lot more, better quality in our movement. We take a moment to checklist things. Once we get comfortable with this move, we want to bend the knees a little bit more, maybe even take a longer stance. And those are things to continue to develop the leg strength and hip strength and flexibility. Okay. Well, how about we take it right from the very beginning, right from commencement?
Sure. That would be good because the middle part feels foggy to me.
Okay. And so hopefully you can access those videos that you're looking for so that you can get specifically to those areas you want to work on. But yeah, let's take it from the beginning. We'll go right to fist under elbow, and then we'll reapproach repulse monkeys.
Okay.
Let's hang out and breathe. Tip of the tongue, touching the roof of the mouth. Belly released, weight through the feet. Eyes softly gazing forward. Breathing in sends the arms forward. Breathing out draws the arms down. And just hang out and breathe comfortably. So just stepping right through, we don't have to do a balance step. Stand, hold the ball, step right through. Of course, we want to not be in stepping. It's a single whip. Still hanging from the string, breathing into the abdomen. Shifting back, turning left foot to the corner. Raise hands a step up. Turn and hold the ball. Full step. Going into Stork. Spreads wings. First brush knee. Half step up for play the fiddle. Three brush knees. We can step right through if we want. Half a step up for play the fiddle. Another brush knee. Full step. Drop with fist, shifting back, turning left foot to the corner to stand into the left leg and hold the bouquet. Lightly down on the right heel. Turn the right foot to the corner as we shift the weight forward. All the weight into the right leg. Peels off the back heel. We can step right through with the left heel. Or a parry and punch. Shifting back, left hand under the right elbow and forearm. Right hand opens. Or withdraw and push. Cross hands, shifting back, coming up on the left heel, turning left toes to the front, turning on the right heel, toes to the front, into a little squat. Bring in the foot even, parallel, crossing the arms, shifting the weight to the right leg so we can turn on the left heel as the arms open, shifting to the left leg so we can step with the right heel into the corner. Correct the left foot by turning on the heel for carry tiger to mountain. And coming around for single whip. Hanging out from the string, breathing into the belly, turning on the right heel to get the right foot to the front wall. And that open T shape. From the left ball of the foot to the left heel. Slowly shift the weight into the left leg as the left leg turns to the corner. Step with the right heel into the right corner. Turning on the left heel to get our 45 degrees back. Slowly standing into the right leg, bringing the right fist under the left elbow as the left heel lightly touches down. So, is there something in particular you want to review anywhere in there?
No, I just need to work on the middle part, but I'll go back to those couple of videos.
Okay. Okay, so let me give you a visual of the Repulse Monkeys again, maybe from a couple different angles. So I'm fist under elbow. It looks like this. Almost like a backwards brush knee. Notice the front foot, I'm going to correct it by turning on the ball. So yeah, let's actually do this together and let's review the footwork. So let's start with fist under elbow, just so we have this in context. So of course, we're standing on the right leg.
Yeah.
Right foot to the corner, touching down lightly on the heel, left heel, and then right fist under left elbow. Just, we're not going to do the arms, but just to, so we're starting with the right idea where we're coming from. So now we'll not worry about the arms at all. So we go from the left heel to the left ball of the foot. So we just roll from the heel to the ball.
Yeah.
When we're doing the arms, when we're actually doing the arms, that's what's going to move the arms out. Rolling from the heel to the ball. So heel to ball, then we step, it's a straight step back, as we mentioned last class. There's a tendency to kind of cross behind a little bit. And that's going to be an issue because then we're going to be instepped quite a bit. So we don't want to step around or crossing. It's straight back, and it's just about a half a step. It's just a small step. And then another tricky part is I want to plant that foot 45 degrees because the normal tendency is to have that swing a bit more to almost 90. So for most people, it's a feeling of it being more of a shallow angle than what you want to do. So that takes a little while to get that trained in. Okay, so if we do the actual stepping, so from the heel to the ball, small straight step back, touching down with the toe of the foot, planting the heel 45 degrees, shifting the weight back to the left leg, picking up the right heel so I can turn on the ball of the right foot and flatten it now, bring it back to flat. And now I should be saved from being instepped. As we touched upon last time, if I was to correct how we normally do, which is turning on the heel to swing the toes over, I'm going to be instepped. So I turn on the ball of the foot to swing the heel over and then flatten it. And then I have a better chance of not being instepped. So the weight has stayed on the back leg the whole time, the left leg. And now the foot is flat. So now we go from the flat foot to the ball of the foot. And that's what's going to spread the arms apart. And then we step back, a little step, touch down with the toe, and then plant the heel 45 degrees. And that shifts the weight back, the back leg. We pick up the left heel, the front foot, turn on the ball, and then reflatten it. And then from flat foot to ball, little step behind, 45 degrees as we shift the weight back, correct the front foot by turning on the ball of the foot and then reflattening it. So now it's flat, so we have to go to the ball. And then little step behind, dropping it 45 degrees. Once the weight is back on the back leg, turn on the ball of the front foot, flatten it. So now it's straight and flat. The flat foot to the ball. Okay. How is that coming along?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. Now, let's do the arms again separately. So maybe if I do a mirror image for you. So if you have your right hand low,
Okay.
and your right leg will be back.
Right. Okay.
And so your left hand will be forward. And now I'm not going to worry about the legs. Let's bring the legs just to standing comfortable, parallel. Because we're not going to do the footwork right this moment here. So the bottom arm goes down and back. That's just like a brush knee ready position. And just like a brush knee, the back arm comes through, buzzing past the ear. And the front hand comes down, almost like a brush knee, but instead of going by the hip or the knee, it stays in front of the body, palm up.
Okay.
So that bottom hand swings down and back. And then comes through past the ear. The front arm comes down, palm up. And so that bottom arm continues back and up behind. And comes buzzing through past the ear. Front arm swings down with the palm up, right in front of the center. Let's try a few just flowing. And actually, we sometimes do this as a warm-up exercise or an individual Tai Chi exercise. Repulse Monkeys without the footwork. Just exactly how we're doing this now. Breathing into the abdomen. Okay. So let's bring all that together. So if we're at fist under elbow. Okay. So from the left heel, right now we're on the left heel, to the ball of the foot. Let's just do that a couple times. So when I'm on the heel of the left foot, it's fist under elbow. Rolling from the heel to the ball sends the arms apart, or in other words, sends that right leg, that right arm back. On the heel, got the fist under the elbow, to the ball. Fist under elbow, that's on the heel, to the ball. Okay. So on the heel, fist under elbow to the ball. And then with the arms out there, just like brush knee, we step when the arms are out there. We step back with the arms out there. Shifting back, left foot 45 degrees. Left hand comes low in front of the belly. Turn on the ball of the right foot. So right hand's now palm facing forward, left hand in front of the belly. Right foot is flat now, flat and straight. From the flat right foot to the ball. Make sure the left knee is bent. While the arms are out there, we step back. Shifting the weight back, planting that foot 45 degrees. Right hand starts to descend in front of the belly. Turn on the ball of the left foot, straightening it, and the left palm is facing forward. From the flat foot to the ball, right leg is back, so the right arm is back. Little step behind, shifting the weight back, brings the left hand down in front of the abdomen, palm up. Correcting on the right ball of the foot, the right hand faces forward. All the weight's on the back leg. From the flat foot to the ball, little step behind, shifting back, that front hand, top hand slides down in front of the belly, straightening the front foot. Okay, now, you might remember when we talked about brush knees and got a little bit more into the proper mechanics, the biomechanics, good foundational principles of movement. When we were doing brush knees, we touched upon the idea that I don't want to be moving my arms or doing the brush knee movement as I step because it's ungrounded, it's not powerful. Just like throwing a ball, I have a softball here, I don't want to throw it as I'm stepping. I want to step, and then shifting the weight is the throwing of the ball.
Right.
And that applies martially too. If I'm delivering a strike or a push, I need to be grounded so I can use the ground, use my legs, and use the hips. So I don't want to be moving my arms as I'm stepping. Arms are out there, I step, and then shifting the weight is moving the arms. Exactly the same principle and dynamics applies to this movement going backwards. So if I show you doing Repulse Monkeys, just like I don't want to do this with brush knees, same idea. I don't want to be moving my arms as I'm stepping back. So maybe I'm in a good starting position here, but I don't want to be moving my arms into the next position as I'm stepping. For the same reason, I'm grounded. So what that means is, just like in brush knee, arms stay out there until after I step. When I'm shifting the weight, that's moving the arms. Then I go into, it's like a brush knee ready position, so we can call this repulse monkey ready position. They stay out there until after I step. In fact, it's not until I'm shifting the weight that the arms start to move. So let's do another sequence of the steps with that in mind. And I'll just kind of make note of that. So, touching down lightly on the left heel, of course, all the weight's in the right leg, fist under elbow. From the heel to the ball. Now the arms are going to stay out there. They're going to stay out there, completely out there until after we step. Now shifting the weight back into the left leg, that's when the arms move. I correct the front foot. Then I'm in that end position, hand at the belly. Then I go from the flat foot to the ball. Arms go out in that ready position, and they stay up there until after I step. It's not until I'm shifting the weight back that the arms start to slide and move. Foot flat, from the flat foot to the ball. Arms will stay out there. I step, and then I plant the foot, that's when the arms move when I plant the foot and shift the weight back. Straightening the front foot, flat foot, the ball, arms go apart, they stay apart. I step, dropping that heel, which is really shifting the weight back, is when the arms move. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay. So, next move. Some good news. The next move starts exactly like another repulse monkey. And so the first half of the next move is just basically another repulse monkey. The second half of the next move is really a move you already know, which is going to be serving T or parting horse's mane into raise hand and step up or play the fiddle. So it's basically another repulse monkey into serving T and raise hands and step up. So we do another repulse monkey. The only difference is we're actually going to do a full step back, a long step back, because all the repulse monkeys we've been doing thus far have been just a half a step, right? Just a short step. So that literally is the only difference is instead of half a step, we're going to take a full step. That will be the only difference in this next move, which is the same as repulse.
Okay.
So let's take it from fist under elbow. We'll do the repulse monkeys, of which there are 3 repulse monkeys.
Okay.
Move into the next, right into the next move, which is called slanting flying. But slanting flying is comprised of another repulse monkey going into raise hands and step up. Okay, so fist under elbow. From the left heel to the ball. Half step back or little step back. Correct the front foot by turning on the ball and flatten it. Left hand is low in front of the belly. From flat foot to ball, arms go apart, arms stay apart as I step back, shifting back. Now the arms start to move, right hand down in front of the belly. Front foot is straight and flat. From the flat foot to the ball, little step back. Okay, that was actually 3 steps or 3 repulse monkeys. Now we're moving to the next move, slanting flying, and it's exactly like another repulse monkey. Flat foot to ball. I step back, instead of a half a step, it's a full step. Now when I plant that foot 45 degrees, just like always, 45 degrees, I shift the weight back to the right leg. Arms just stay out to the sides, stay out there. So I shift the weight back to the right leg. I turn on my left heel until it's to the corner. I shift the weight back to the left leg to stand and hold a ball. Step with the right heel, straight forward, shift the weight forward for serving T. So right hand is palm up, right hand's palm up.
Okay.
Left hand is down. Half step up, this part we know, half step up for raise hands and step up. Raise hands for short, which is the same as play the fiddle, but play the fiddle technically is on the other side. So let's do that a couple times. Okay. Yeah, let's go through that same sequence. So from fist under elbow, touching down lightly on the left heel. From the heel to the ball, step behind, little step. So this is the first repulse monkey. Correcting the front foot by turning on the ball. Left hand is low, palm up. From flat foot to ball, Little step behind, that's the second step. So this is a second repulse monkey. Correcting the front foot by turning on the ball. Flatten it. Right hand is low here. Flat foot to ball. Little step behind. Shift the weight back. Correct the front foot by turning on the ball, the foot, then flatten it. So that was 3. Technically, that's the 3 repulse monkeys. But really, there's now a 4th one just with a long step. Flat foot, the ball, stepping back a straight step back, but a long step, a full step. Still want to drop that foot 45 because there's still a tendency to bring it more than 45. So just a 45-degree angle, shifting the weight back, arms just stay out to the sides of the body. Turn on the left heel because now our weight's on the right leg. Turn on the left heel, left foot to the corner. Then slowly shift the weight back to stand into the left leg. Hold the ball. So that means right hand coming underneath. Step with the right heel pointing straight to the front wall. Shift the weight forward. That's like serving tea. Palm up, left hand's palm down. Half step up. Shift the weight back, the touchdown lightly on the left heel. Some more good news here. Turn and hold the ball. Full step, shift the weight, touchdown, or Stork spreads wings. More good news. Arms go into brush knee ready position. Full step, brush knee. Some extra bonus points there, moves that we already know. Okay, let's try that one more time. Again, we'll review this next class as well. Okay, so fist under elbow. From the heel of the left foot to the ball. Little step back. Correcting the front foot. Flat foot to the ball. Little step back. Correcting the front foot. Right hand is low. Flat foot to the ball. Little step back. Correcting the front foot. So that's 3 steps, 3 brush knees. But we do another one. Flat foot to the ball. And then a long step or a full step straight back. Plant the right heel 45 degrees, shifting the weight to the right leg. Arms just stay out to the sides of the body. Turning on the left heel to the corner. Shift the weight to stand into the left leg. Right hand is down, palm up, holding the ball. Straight step on the right heel. Shifting forward. Little pet name for this is serving tea. Serving tea. Half step up. So from serving tea into raise hands, a step up. So that whole move from that long step repulse monkey, this long step repulse monkey, right to serving tea, all that is called slanting flying. So this is technically really slanting flying, but the pet name for it is serving tea. And then the other official name is raise hands a step up. Okay. How about one more time, and then we'll go right into those other 2 moves that we actually already know. Stork spreads wings, brush knee. Okay? Okay, so one more. Just under elbow, heel to ball. Stepping back, the first repulse monkey. Correcting the front foot. Flat foot to the ball. Little step, shifting back, correcting the front foot. Weight is in the back leg, right leg. Flat foot to the ball. Little step back. Correcting the front foot. That was 3 actually. So now we do another repulse monkey but it's a full step behind. Drop that right heel 45 degrees, shifting the weight to the right leg. Arms swing around with the body. Shift the weight into the left leg. So we stand and hold the ball. Stand in the left leg, hold the ball. Step with the right heel, straight foot. Serving T. Half step up or step up and raise hands. Turn and hold the ball. So we turn the toes, right toes, and the nose to the corner. And step, full step on the right heel. Toes stay to the corner so our feet are parallel. Push to the wall for Stork spreads wings. Touch down with the ball of the left foot, standing in the right leg. Stork spreads wings, also known as Stork cools wings. Arms flow into brush knee ready position. Full step on the left heel, shift the weight forward for brush knee. So that's a big chunk there. That's a big chunk.
Yes.
So let's do a little wind down. So feet parallel, knees unlocked, hang out. Breathing in, arms flow forward, shoulder joints release and open. Let the elbows draw the arms down. Imagine you're doing this in a pool of water, just touching at the bottom of the pool. Water is up to about maybe mid-chest level. Just the intention is enough to send the arms forward and out. And just the intention to sink is enough to drop the tailbone and drop the elbows. Breathing in is enough to cause the rising and floating. Breathing out is enough to cause the sinking if you're doing this in water. Belly is soft and released, moving with the breath. Shoulder joints released and opening. And then, once the hands come all the way down, let them rest below the navel, right at the danchin, right at the core. And just being mindful of the abdominal breathing and the weight in the feet. And then taking an extra long in-breath through the nose and a long out-breath through the mouth, releasing the hands, let them swing oh so naturally with gravity as you breathe comfortably in the belly. And just watch and notice the arms slowly and gently, gradually being pulled into vertical stillness at the sides of the body by gravity itself. Nice, deep, full abdominal breaths. Shifting the weight side to side with the knees bent a little bit. Once your weight is on one side, the other leg is empty, other foot is empty, so we can let it turn on the heel to a bit of an angle. Shift the weight to the other leg so the empty foot can turn a little bit on the heel, and we just gently rock out.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
All right. See you Saturday.